So I'm really excited to see some new faces on here tonight. That's awesome, you guys. It's been fun to, watch our team grow. The team started out with just Christy Lovell and I don't know, 2 years ago. Christy signed up actually in December a couple of years ago. So her 2-year anniversary is coming up here. We're at, I think, almost 92 people on our team page, which is absolutely incredible. And know that that is something that every single one of you guys, that we can thank you guys for, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. Thank you guys for showing up, for being teachable. And that's what we're hoping to do tonight is really, if you guys don't know me, my name's Nan. Like I said, I've been a coach for probably, I think, a little over 2 years now. And we really just wanted to show up and have you guys ask some questions tonight. There are a few things that I wanted to talk about. There's some new things for 2017 that are going to be really exciting. So I wanted to share those with you, some things that the leaders in the rooftop group have been talking about, some changes that I think, we are going to have to be a little bit flexible. I'm excited. I know Christy is excited for them. I think they're going to be really, really great changes for us to kind of, might be taking a little bit of adjustment, but I think that after talking to all the leaders on there, it's going to be something that is really going to help all of our businesses grow and help us to help others to the best of our ability. With that, I did want to congratulate Beth Gerald. She is my downline, is the only person that has any Success Club points. I know this is a tough month. I'm sitting at 0 as well. So I'm out there. I'm reaching out to people. I have a lot of people super close. That was my goal today. I was going through messages. The health bet seems to be something that a lot of people are interested in. So if you haven't yet, put an event out. I shared mine on my page. I saw Rebecca and Christy and Heather. A few more just went up this evening and last night. So take a look at those. Take a look at some other people on Team Courage page. If you don't know how to run an event and you guys are interested, definitely reach out to us and let us know, because we can help you through that. That's a good way to kind of get it out into the public, get some new people out there so your friends are seeing it. And then on top of that, though, you definitely need to be sending out private message invites, so it doesn't those don't replace that when you do an event or when you do a public invite on your personal page. I never expect to get anybody when I do a personal invite or a public invite on my page. It's more so that when people are following me on my page, that they know that I'm a coach and that I have something for them to join, and an accountability group for them to join with me. So that's more kind of what my mentality is when I do post. So if I do get a couple people interested in, that's just an added bonus to me. So remember that people, we still have to go out and we still have to be inviting people. They're not going to just come flocking to us just because we're posting those. I know in the beginning that's how I thought, and it doesn't always work that way. So as you guys know, you probably saw the 12 Days of Business group is opening up. It starts on Monday. You have to be an active coach and doing a fitness program and just be teachable and show up every single day. There's going to be some fun prizes that Summer's going to give away throughout. Expect myself and some other leaders on Team Courage. Christy, myself, we're going to be doing some maybe 3 to 5 minute quick live videos each of those days. So there's some awesome topics on there that we're going to be talking about each day. And that is kind of to push everybody to help you grow your business, to ask questions, and just to really learn from other leaders. So if you haven't yet, like I said, you just have to be an active coach, and to get added to the group, you just have to take a snapshot. So you can log into your back office. You can either snapshot it from your phone or take a snapshot of your computer screen that you're an active coach, and just be doing a fitness program, and then you'll get added to the group. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, let us know, because we can definitely make sure that we tag you so everybody gets added that wants to be added to that group. It's definitely a win-win. So I can't encourage you guys enough to join that group. It's really all of these things that are coming down the pike here. I jumped in as a brand new coach. I was 2 months into coaching, and I remember when I went to my first retreat in Washington, and I didn't know anybody. I wasn't expecting to even grow this business. And I went to this first retreat with my coach, and upline Christy Vincent. And it was the most amazing thing. So I can't encourage you guys enough to just jump in, change, because you just never know where it's going to take you, who you're going to meet, who you're going to connect with. So I highly always encourage it. The next thing is the health bet. So as we talked about, the health bet is going to be run in the Beachbody Challenge tracker. So this is how we're going to be doing our groups for next month. And Christy and I decided that what we'll do is we're just going to keep the groups the same as they are this month, because I know we've had ourselves kind of in and out with sicknesses and with, things, people getting injured and just things going on. So we're just going to keep the groups the same. I think they've really been pretty solid, and people are really engaging and been very encouraging. We're not going to be doing it in the Facebook group though. So there will be no Facebook group other than our Fitspiration groups, and then our 5-day or our other groups that we'll be running in January. Our 30-day group will be kind of a longer group. It's going to go through February 4th, and it's going to be that Beachbody app. And when you get added, we're going to make sure that you get added as a coach. That way you are responsible of adding your coaches, your downline coaches, and any of your own challengers. So you'll need their emails, and that's how people are going to add them. So don't expect Katie or Christy or myself to be adding you and everybody, all of your challengers. You're responsible for that. So make sure nobody gets missed. Double check your list. 30-day after. No, so yes, it is the day after Christmas, Katie. It's the 26th. So with that though, so what we're going to do is something a little bit different. Christy and I were talking about this, and Courtney Bell, excuse me. Courtney Bell has been doing something. She's been running a lot of her groups from the app. And one thing that she has been doing is she's not really doing a prep week. So I wanted to give this a try this month and see how it goes, because I don't know about you guys, and this is something we can kind of talk about tonight, but I don't really feel like people engage in our prep week. I feel like we try and give all this information, and we even extended it. I know a lot of teams, they really just do like 1 or 2 days of a prep week and that's it. So we really kind of extended ours to a full week. People still seem to not engage and know what's going on. So one thing that she was doing was like a Zoom chat, or even she does like some one-on-one calls, like a GSR or Getting Started Right call with her challengers. And so my thought was to do it with, yes, Katie. So I think what we can do, and we can talk about this tonight, we can team up just all of us together, all 4 of the groups, and do one Zoom call next week. We could pick the night tonight that works and a time that works. We'll put it in our group, so this is when we're going to be available, and say, make sure that we're checking in with our challengers. Hey, did you get your package? Did you open it up? Make sure that you know what column you're in, what questions you're going to have for us. If we need to, we can always split it into a couple of different ones as well. But I think this will be a great place to kind of, for them to see us, to get to know us a little bit better, and then we can see how it goes for this month, maybe the following month. And, we might want to start individually doing these more and more. But I thought since we're kind of throwing this out there for the first time, to make sure everybody's comfortable, we can do it all together. So we can, all answer questions together, bounce the ideas off of each other. So does anybody have like a day next week that you guys think would be good, that works the best for you guys? I know, so we're getting into Christmas next week. So that is kind of the other thing that we don't want to, and we can always record it and we can put it in the group as well. The one thing about the app is challengers can be. The one thing about the app, though, is you can't do like a live video, but we can record it to YouTube. So these Zoom calls, you can download them into YouTube, and we can plop them into the actual Beachbody HealthBet app. So I didn't see your whole question. Oh, here we go.
Rebecca,
Rebecca, I was running into that today too when I was coming across people, and I'm going to try and highly encourage, and I can share with you something that I used today, and I used it in the past, and it seemed to work out really good. Was I had somebody in the past that they were like, "Yep, I'm ready to buy. How can I get Shakeology?" And I was like, "Well, hold on, I want to make sure I'm getting you might as well spend the 10 more bucks and get another program or whatever." But it's real simple. It's like we have two options to order. You get Shakeology a month for $130, or your other option is, the challenge pack, and it kind of explains it. Says that you can get it for $140. And then basically it says what option works best for you. And they can kind of come back and say, if they say option 1, then you can just say, she only wants the shakes, and that's fine, because they can do any workout they're allowed to do any workout. They don't have to be doing a Beachbody program. So my concern was more on the end of the people that are just doing maybe, a workout and not drinking shakes. But for me, we've let them in the past. They're not going to get anything on the HealthBet. So I'm just going to make that known. This is going to be a group for that. And, we've let them in the past. I'm going to try and highly encourage it. But, I'm going to let them in for a month and hopefully, support them. And then maybe they'll see everybody drinking the shake and they'll kind of convert over. So, yeah. And did you try with that, Rebecca? Did you try the, I'm trying to think of the wording, but it's it's basically how you would love to have her upgrade, and you'll pay her for her time and the shipping. You use that one, and that usually works. Dang. Okay. Well, then I guess just you have to just leave it at that, I guess. So, that's okay. It's not for everybody. So, so what day do you guys think works best for next week? You guys want to do Thursday again? Do we want to try and do Wednesday since it's not so close to the weekend? I know for me, Wednesday would probably be better.
Don't we have a all team call on Thursday with Christy?
I think we might, but we could always do it right in front of that, at 8:30. And I don't know if that date will stay or not. I don't know if I haven't heard from Christy. Maybe I don't know, because sometimes she realizes the date is kind of funky and then we'll change it. But so I don't know. So do you guys want to? What do you guys want to shoot for? If we can do Thursday, do it before that team call at 8:30.
Well, Katie has a point. She said no later than Wednesday because people are traveling.
If we want challengers to be on there.
Yeah. We can do Wednesday night or Tuesday night. I just didn't know if it would give people enough time to get their stuff. That's my only worry. Or do we want to just try and do a prep week and just not worry about it this month? It's up to you guys.
We did it, Elise and I did it in our test group, and I thought it worked really well. And her and I talked about it after we did the call with RP. There were only 10 of us in the group, so it was really small. And her and I talked about it afterwards, and we thought it worked really well. I'm not sure if the week of Christmas it's going to work as well as it will work later, going forward. But she said that she was going to continue to go forward, and I was even thinking that I would do one just with my challengers going forward. So more get to know them in person. I don't know. I think it's a great idea. I'm just not sure about it being the week of Christmas.
I know, that's the thing. And I was even hesitant about keeping the start date of the 26th, but I think it's still good because we can get, that we need to give people a deadline to order challenge packs for the month. And then, it's after Christmas and that whole kind of week, maybe between Christmas and New Year's, it's going to, there's going to be people that aren't going to be on point 100%, or they're going to be traveling, you know, just like us. So, and that's okay. You know, we deal with that with the 4th of July, Memorial Day, or whatever it may be. So, we can't, you know, work around everything. You know, it's up to you guys. We can continue to do it as we did. We can just post prep in there, and kind of see how that goes. Or we can try and hop on for a Zoom call. But I don't know if we did it on Tuesday, people aren't going to have their stuff on time. So that's my worry. So why don't we just go ahead, Katie?
No, I don't know the answer, to be honest. I think it's a great idea. I hesitate because of Christmas, and I have a lot of people that are like really close to buying. I don't know if they're going to get it in time for the 26th.
Yeah, and I'm in the exact same boat as you. I'm trying to kind of push people a little bit, but I haven't given any. It's going to come down to, I'm going to have to say, you know, we're going to have to get your order by the state if you want to be able to join. Like, it's going to come down to that, which I hate doing that type of thing, but you know, and if not too, it's okay. We can still add them, because the health bet doesn't start until like the 9th or something, or the 5th or whatever it is. So we have time. Like, they can still get added to that group.
So this month we're not doing a group on Facebook at all. We're not doing any Facebook groups.
No.
Okay.
Because it's too much right now, and I want to see how this goes. And I want us to be kind of all focused, like in one group, versus like this month I know was super hard. Like, we had, you know, obviously we had like the launch group, the test group, and then, you know, a couple of different groups. But I know for me it's easier. And then the couple things that are really good about the app is you can go through, and even if people they're not active, they're not posting much in the group, you can, if they log their shake and they log their workout, you can go back and you can track those. You can do shout outs. You know, there's so much that Courtney Bell has been using with this. She's been sending things to people, like once they do hit 25 days of like drinking their Shakeology, she's got like stickers that she sends. She just started doing it recently, but kind of like the football helmets, the OSU helmets, she's going to be sending stickers to people to put on their Shakeology cups, different things like that. And I think it's a great way to track things. So there's definitely that's an awesome way. I think it's a great way for people to stay accountable for the new year. And the other thing too is I would like to have content, but I think that one thing that she mentioned that she does, and one thing I know that Summer and some other people do, they don't have all the daily content that we do. And I would like to see it more coming from our hearts and what's going on in the moment and being present in the moment, versus copy paste, here we go, plop, and like nobody's reading it. Feel like kind of a lot of that is going on. So my thought was, if, you know, we're posting on days, that's great, but I think that we need to kind of be, find something a topic that speaks to you that day. And then, you know, coaches maybe going more behind the scenes, trying to pull out people's why if you haven't got there yet, because I think it's really hard for people too to share that in a bigger group setting too. And kind of putting that all behind the scenes, getting on the phone with people and doing more one-on-one, speaking to people about their why, and that kind of stuff. And of course, sending people private messages. But, you know, and Christy, you can talk on this too, is, you know, Courtney Bell really just, hey guys, I'm here, I'm tired, it's 5 a.m., but I'm doing, you know, I'm here drinking my shake. Like, more of just like real raw post, you know, nothing that is, you know, anything that's set. So that was kind of my thought moving forward too. Like, let's try and be real and raw with people, and, you know, have some accountability, or have some content for people to read, you know, here and there. Recipes are always huge, and obviously we'll still give them the meal plan and stuff. But I feel like, you know, I would like to see what happens this month. I'm excited to see. That way the challengers are kind of running the group too. It's not just us is necessarily, like, we're leaning a little bit more on them to be accountable and to show up, and we can shout people out in different ways too. What are your guys' thoughts on that? You guys like the account, or you guys like the content, or? So I guess too, the other thing is know that, like, I don't know what's going to happen with this month. I don't know when things are going to be changing, but like I talked about the rooftop group, just so you know, the thing, like Summer has talked about, we're talking about possibly maybe teaming up with all of Team Courage, meaning like not our team page will go away, but meaning like groups maybe will team up together, meaning, you know, maybe that, and we're going to run groups together, like the same, we're going to all follow the same, like the whole chain will follow the same week to week to week. So for example, the first Monday would be the new coach training. And we would be doing that with Team Courage, the bigger team. Everybody would probably be plugged in together. Second Monday would be like a quarterly push to Diamond or push to Emerald, and a 12-day, 10 or 12-day of Shakeology challenge. The third Monday would be the coach 3-day sneak peek. And then the fourth Monday would be the 30-day like we do now. So that is kind of what we're looking at. So you don't get alarmed if something comes out here in the next few weeks. I don't know how fast this is going to happen, but something to think about. I wanted you guys to know. And obviously we're going to do what is best for our team, for you guys, you know, but it sounds like really exciting. So, you know, I don't know. Do you guys like, we can definitely just keep things like they are for right now until we see what happens?
I don't think people are paying attention to the content as much as they did when I first started. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that over the last 6 months, maybe longer, that they just don't seem to be interacting with it as much.
Yeah, I would agree. And that's kind of why that was and like, I'm like, I am fine with kind of, you know, we each have a day, maybe, you know, go live or be kind of what's on your heart. Or, you know, I know for me personally, like I've not been live at all in this group. It's just been like, I don't know, just like a crazy month, just like with everybody. And like, it's my own fault, you know? But I think that, you know,
we can't go live though.
We can't, but we can still do like YouTube videos. Yeah. Which is what we used to have to do.
Is there a way to get that app on your computer if people don't have a smartphone?
I think you can get it on the computer.
Because I have a couple people who are like almost buying challenge tracks that don't have smartphones. So I wouldn't want to leave them out, you know?
Go in your, I would go in the back office. I believe
you're going to have to look, yeah.
When you set it up, I want to say that I've actually posted things on my computer instead of my phone. So yeah, I think so. I think you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can. I did all my,
is it just a website?
Yeah, basically. My challenge tracker portal.com, I think.
Yeah.
I just pulled it up on my computer, so.
Yeah.
Are all of our groups going to go to the app? Like
no, it would just be, and not even necessarily after this month or after this will they go to the app. Probably not, because I think that's going to be, Courtney's thing was different. Basically, she was doing things more on her own, so that wouldn't be, and that wouldn't be an option with what the rooftop leaders are wanting to do. It just, those two things aren't going to mesh together. It's going to have to be one thing or the other. So definitely the 10 days or the 12 days or whatever Shakeology ends up being would not be in the app either. So free groups, the idea was kind of like we have all the content, so people, you know, group up, team up, and run them as you need to. They're a great way to add value to people, and I'm not going to stop running them, but I'm not going to, you know, necessarily do it every single month. But we can absolutely say, Heather's like, I'm running a free group this month. She can post it in the team page. Hey, if anyone wants to join, I got it open, you know, put your people in there, that type of thing. You know, or anybody want to team up with me next month or something like that. So we can always keep that open. But I just wanted to throw that out there. There's no that sounds like the plan right now, but nothing has been definite. I don't want you guys to get kind of, get hit with like, what the heck is going on, so it's all going to be good stuff. I'm excited for it. It'll be really good. I think a lot of the team was really excited. And I think it'd be something fun to try out and do together for sure. So, with that, do you guys, so let's go ahead and let's just stick to, for next month, let's just keep things kind of the way as far as our prep week. We'll do our prep week as is. 5th, I think it is the 5th.
Okay.
I think it's the 5th. And I think it starts the 9th, January 9th. I think that's right. Like an official date is the January 9th through the 5th. It's like weird. And then what we'll do is we'll just do the prep week instead of a Zoom. Cause like you said, Katie, I don't plan on anybody. If they order, it's probably going to be the weekend or beginning of next week. And we can always hop on the phone with them ourselves, or say like a couple of us are like, hey guys, I have some people, I'm going to do a Zoom call. If somebody wants to jump on and if like a few of us want to end up randomly doing it at the end of the week, next week, we can do that as well. So, but I want to give you guys some time to, okay, thanks, Rebecca, to ask questions if you guys have some questions about anything, invites or where you guys are stuck. So myself and the other leaders, Christy, Heather, Katie, Rebecca, we're here to help you guys. If anyone has any questions that you guys want to talk about, anything on your minds, anybody stuck? Anyone? No, the next 30 day. Yeah, it will be. So it's going to be long. And then the one, probably my guess is the one, if we, if things with Team Courage go through, would be that fourth Monday in January. Would be when that would happen.
Right.
So,
and that'll go back to a Facebook group.
Yeah, that would be my guess. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to do? Yes, with our current groups.
So this is probably like too last minute for this. What if we pushed our next group back a week?
You
And
mean
we
the
had-
26th?
What if prep week started the 26th?
I thought about that too. Christy and I talked about that, but we, again, it was one of those things like we were like, I don't know if we should throw that on everybody right now. Like it was kind of like, because I don't know what people have been telling people. I haven't given anybody like a set date other than.
I said it started the day after Christmas, but there's no reason prep week couldn't start.
No, exactly.
Right.
So we can absolutely do that.
I wonder too, because like the Sunday before is Christmas Day. So like who's going to be doing food prep that day and grocery shopping? And that's kind of a really hard way to start a group.
Yeah, we can. This is our businesses. We can do whatever we want. Because I messaged that to her, Christy, yesterday, and I said, I don't know. But again, it's one of those things, I know when people are inviting and then you change things, you don't want to be like, oh, well, we're going to start now. But I think either way, people still have to have their stuff and we can get them plugged in. The group can still open and not really do anything, for another
We
whole
could start prep week. We could, one last time do prep week and start that on Monday. So it would still feel like the group started.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I think people, when they start for the first time, need a really good, food prep right before. And I wonder if anybody's going to get that on Christmas Day.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be a Monday. People would prep on a Monday. And then, so it would be like a day off. So, we can change the start. Is everybody cool with that? We can start like a prep on the Monday. And then, Rebecca, was it the 5th you said? Was that for next Monday? Is that right?
You're right, Stacey. It would buy us time to do a Zoom call. That's a good point.
It would. So we can totally do that, you guys. I'm up for whatever. I agree because I think right now people want to join us, but they're slow. So it's like, I think we're going to get a lot of people once New Year's hits, like everyone's going to be, you know.
Well, I think people don't want to start anything until after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, everybody I talk to, they're like, no, like I can't think until after Christmas. And I get it.
Stacey, that's another good point. So, okay, why don't we do that then? Like, we'll say that we're going to start prepping so we can kind of open the group up. And then, you know, well, obviously we can post like a meal plan and a couple of, you know, whatever during that week, but I'm not going to prep that whole thing. I'm not going to, you know, we don't have to post all of that. And we can do a Zoom call then.
That week we could post like the introductions, and we could post like meal prep stuff, and
Yeah.
the meal prep stuff could be posted earlier in the week because the next weekend is New Year's, so that people have a little bit more time to think about the meal prep. Instead of posting it like on Thursday, it could be posted on like Tuesday or something.
Mm-hmm. And then when would we want to do, when do you guys want to do that Zoom that week then?
I think Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah. That would also give people more time to like put that on their calendars too. Right now we're talking like less than a week out.
Why don't we do Wednesday, the 28th? Do you guys want to do 9 or you guys want to do a little earlier? It's up to you. 9 is good, Stacey?
9 is good.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad we're figuring stuff out. Again, I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed and change too much, but everybody good with that? Nobody's going to have anybody upset at them, right? Okay. And then, so we'll start officially the December 26th, even though like that's kind of why I left my house that post just said starts the 26th. Left it kind of generic for that reason. Does anybody have any other questions? We got about 4 minutes left here. So,
Rebecca has a question.
All right. So I was looking in January. Start on the 4th, like so there's 5 Mondays in January. I know that I'm thinking really ahead here, but I'm just thinking for people who aren't going to be in the next challenge group, the following one, we won't have prep weeks then, or we will have prep weeks then?
It would be the 23rd would start the next challenge group in January because it's always the 4th Monday.
Right, but not as a prep, just as a go all in?
Yes. Okay. And then the prep week technically would be the week before. So then we would do potentially like a Zoom call. Maybe like Wednesdays are always a good day for a Zoom call, like, you know, middle of the week. So we could do Zoom call potentially like the 18th.
Okay.
So.
And on the Zoom call, what does it look like? Is there
What's that?
Is there like a plan, or are we all just go on and talk?
It's all what we make of it, girl.
When Elise and I did it, we told everybody to come with their stuff if they had to come with their especially their nutrition guide and their containers, because we were all doing core de force, and their workout calendar, so they could like literally look at that and ask us questions. We talked a little bit about like this works really well if you share in the group every day, and if you plug in and share your journey and yada yada yada, all of that stuff that we normally type out. And then at the end we gave everybody a chance to introduce themselves if they wanted, and kind of say like 1 or 2 goals they were working toward. And then each of the coaches in there, we each took like 2 or 3 minutes to share sort of our story a little bit, our journey a little bit. So, those, from having done one, I would say in the long run, those are going to be better if they're smaller.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We're not going to be able to do that type of a thing.
Right.
And so now we'll have more time too. It won't be that, because that was my reason for just teaming up together to do the first one. This is going to give us another whole week. But yes, it is a thing where they come, they have to make sure, like, please make sure you open up your package, you find out what column you fall into. That way, you know, and you at least have read through your nutrition guide, you've opened it up. That kind of like the open the box video, that type of a thing, that they've at least done that. So I think you're right that it, like my thought was everyone kind of introduce themselves, kind of do like the intro like we do in the groups, but in the setting on video, so we kind of know people's faces, personalities a little bit more, or maybe not even, you know, just share like something that people don't know about you or something silly like that, you know, something fun. And so in that case, it probably would be good that we all just kind of keep within our groups and do 4 different Zoom calls. So we can keep them smaller if everyone is okay with that. So again, everyone would need to be on. If you have challengers, you would need to make sure that you're on that day too. But we have less than a minute, so I don't want this to cut off. So this is recorded. We'll post this. Thank you guys for your input. I hope that, you know, nobody is upset. We gotta kind of fail forward with things, so be ready for that. You know, there's going to be some things that we might be failing forward with, and that's okay. We'll learn from our mistakes. We'll pick up and